Hello. So we continue with the series Tricky Areas for the Advanced Word Processing ECDL qualification. We're using the pre-online revision paper and its associated work files to do these questions, and we're dealing with question 27. So it's asking us to use the top of the hall, add the caption figure A and text the Elizabethan gardens below the garden image on page 1 so that it is automatically updated, and then to insert table of figures below heading History of Topperville Hall. I'm aware there is another part to this question about creating a paragraph style, but we're just going to deal with this area for the tricky area, so if you want to come along with me. So we're going to double click on Topperville Hall. It's part of those pre-online revision work files that we're using. And we need to find on page 1, there's a figure of Elizabeth, and it wants us to add a caption to this image. Okay, so if we right click and insert caption, or we can go to the References tab and we can use insert caption there. So the first thing we have to do with the question is we have to make sure that things are automatically updated. So we need to go through the auto caption area here. Now in this case we're quite lucky, the bitmap image has been ticked, but we wouldn't know that unless we went and had a look. And also while we're in here, let's have a look at other things that might come up that we might need to use. And that could be a Microsoft table. You could be using a Word table, there's one in there that's been ticked. And you could be using other objects as well, graph charts, worksheets, macro-enabled worksheets, etc. So once that bitmap image is ticked, we just come down, we can just sit there and we OK, then it throws us out, but it is ready because it now will automatically update on the next caption that you put in. So if I right click and we go back into insert caption, I'm quite lucky because I've got my figure and I've got my A as part of the question. If I didn't, however, I would check in here and you can see what's available. So if you don't find what you need in there, then that's the time when you would create a new label. But we have got the figure, and then if we didn't want A's, we would go through the numbering and then we could drop the feature down here and we can use appropriately there, but we have got our capital A. So then after that you would type in the text, which is the Elizabethan gardens as asked, and then once it's OK, you've got it below the selected item, OK, and there it is, it's been done. So the next part of the question is talking about inserting a table of figures. So we need to place our cursor first below the heading, that's where it's asking us to place it. Back up into the References tab and you have an Insert Table of Figures. Before we've used a table of contents, obviously we've used the custom table of contents here. But now we're using Insert a Table of Figures, and there's also automated features such as indexes, etc. So I click on there. Now this will work straight away because it's already got caption label figure, but be aware that there are other types of tables that you could use, automated features, and they may involve tables if you've got them in your document, your long document, or images, or whatever type you've used, or equations is quite a common one. So I'm going to pick figure. You may want to use a different type of sort of like format, classic or something, and you might want to use leader dots. But as long as you've got the right sort of thing, put it in, and then you can see that that one that we just created is now part of our table of figures. So that's question 27 done. It's quite straightforward. Remember, all these automated features are always in the References tab. Okay, thank you.